Every morning, Griselda Rosco walks her children half a mile to school at Los Robles Magnet Academy in East Palo Alto. Itzel, 8, is in 3rd grade. Luis, 5, is in kindergarten.
I live close to their school. I want to encourage my kids to do a little bit of exercise. They don't play any sports, they just walk. That's why. I want them to walk.
But Rosco has her concerns about the route, which takes them down blocks without sidewalks and across streets without crosswalks. The traffic in particular makes her wary.
On the street near the school, they get very close to the sidewalk sometimes. Sometimes they don't want to stop. But it's normal. You simply have to be more careful.
Like any concerned parent, there are changes she'd like to see to make her morning walk safer.
There just needs to be more security. They need to take a closer look at the school and how the traffic functions and make it safer for us, because there are a lot of families that walk there.
For the past year, Ravenswood City School District has had the same focus, as business manager Megan Curtis recalls.
Back in 2011, we experienced a fatal accident in our district. We had a small child who was walking to school with her mother and her siblings and was hit and struck by a car and died on the scene. And it was one of our students. And as a response to this, the district began to investigate the challenges that face our students and our parents in their walking to and from school and their ability to get there safely.
Through Safe Routes to School, a state program funded by the Department of Transportation, the district acquired a 2-year, $120,000 grant. The ongoing project has 2 components: an in-depth study of congestion and infrastructure issues at each school site in the district, and safety classes taught by the Silicon Valley Bicycle Coalition to encourage more walking and biking among students. These are coordinated through physical education with the assistance of teachers like James Moore.
2nd grade, it's pedestrian safety, so it's about walking to school, walking home from school. It's to try to encourage them to walk more, so it's also kind of a health fitness kind of thing. In 4th and 6th, it's more geared towards bike safety, and they do a classroom thing, same thing, kind of talk about different rules for bikes and kind of play games in the classroom, and then they go outside and they get to actually ride bikes, and they make like a little make-believe city, I guess, a little town, and they practice riding their bikes, stopping, doing the hand signals.
Led by Ernesto Lizaola, the Silicon Valley Bicycle Coalition has now offered workshops at 9 Ravenswood schools.
You have hundreds of cars dropping off kids within a 10-minute period, and it creates some hazardous situations. So the more kids you have walking and biking, we feel the safer it is for everyone overall.
Though most students are proficient with the bicycles, Lizaola does see challenges with access and looking at bicycles as a transportation method rather than a toy. Addressing these issues will require assistance from the city and especially parents.
It's changing the way we think and the way we see things, and it's a behavioral change that takes time. That's the key component to getting these and making it a sustainable train.
Ravenswood is also working with the city, which has its own Safe Routes to School funds, to address infrastructure changes recommended in the report, including revamping parking lots and driveways at some campuses. Simpler solutions have already been implemented. Streets like Clark and Ralmar now prohibit parking during morning and afternoon commutes to ease traffic congestion near schools. Curtis is hopeful about the progress.
We wanted to couple the tragedy that we had and the addressing of that tragedy with education, with finding ways to solve the problem so that doesn't happen again, and also with ways to address being green, getting our kids healthy. Although a response to a terrible thing, it's been a very healthy process to go through so that everybody recognizes, what's happening out there in our community.